I do want to say I'm going to be a little bit more appropriate this episode. I feel like last one I was a little out of hand with not really trusting the Lois Lane character. And so for this episode, I feel like I'm going to give it a shot. The only thing I'm not going to give a shot is whatever they're trying to make me care about with Lana and this crappy relationship.
Dude, it's so good.
Because from the bottom of my heart, I just don't care.
Look, man, I'll give you one more to say for this episode on Lois. There is a moment. You can call her whore again, okay? That's fine.
No. I said I was going to start a clean slate here, Joseph. Meaning she can't say another dick comment. I allowed it for episode 1. I was way out of hand.
Okay.
But in episode 2, now it's like, okay, I shouldn't be expecting those jokes. Now I'm going to be able to judge the character for who she is. She's going to come in. I'm going to be able to see what you have been trying to sell me. Sebastian selling me out. I'm going to be able to finally see if she is great enough.
Okay, fair enough.
She makes a dick comment, I'm done.
All right, cool. Understood. Can't wait. See how this turns out. Friends, this episode is technically called Gone, Episode 2, Season 4. We're still in the beginning of this. I will say off top, I remember this episode, but it wasn't, on the top.
By the way, do you know this was supposed to be like a 2-parter thing?
It was?
Well,
that's right, you're right.
Starts, it's like previously on Smallville. And I go, what? Wait, was this a part 2? Was it a to be continued last week?
It wasn't. It wasn't. We had regular credits and everything.
Okay.
But I like when you say that because that does mention, because the way the episode starts, we're literally still walking back from Chloe's grave. We're still with Lois and Clark. They are wearing their same outfits from last episode. And so that's how we start. Yes, I would say this is definitely a continuation. This is a to be continued. We are on the same day, couple days in between.
I mean, okay, fine, I guess. I don't know. It didn't seem like last episode was really a big cliffhanger. Chloe's alive.
No, dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, Clark had to squint down at the ground and said, yo, Chloe's still alive. No explanation. I can't tell you how I know that, but hey, she's alive.
Hey, what happens if somebody stands on a bomb?
Yeah.
What's going to be left of them?
Thank you, because we did mention that last episode.
We did.
We mentioned this last episode. If you are in a full-on, like an actual bomb, because they do say later on that it leveled an acre.
An acre. Solid acre.
A whole acre. It leveled it. And we get to see the house that was the safe house, quote-unquote safe house that Chloe was in. It's completely demolished. Like, you barely see walls. There's no roof. And you're about to tell me that Clark's not thinking, oh, maybe there's no body because a bomb blew her to bits. Like, disintegrated, practically. Because we saw in that episode, season 3 finale, that she goes in there and boom, a super explosion. The house is gone. It's leveled.
Is it leveled? Is it gone? Was it an acre?
All
of the above. Yeah. Okay. My real whole thing to that is everybody knew that it was an explosion. So wouldn't that be just an easy explanation to it? Apparently that's not enough for not only Clark, but also Lois Lane. And what I also want to get to, because at the season finale, what we didn't talk about last episode because they were far apart, that we're going to be talking about this episode because now they're together. Dude, the Lex and Lana thing's inappropriate. I am already tired of this.
Because you saw that was kind of weird with their interaction.
I'm so weirded out. Like, I don't like this. I don't think this is natural. I think if I'm Clark, I wouldn't talk to either of them. It's this simple to Lana, for example. Because, again, I've said that Clark's been a big piece of shit to Lana. However, my best friend just left that I cannot run 10 minutes to. Why? Don't ask questions. So I only have one guy best friend left, and that's the one you choose.
That's right.
That's the one that you want? Lex, I have 2 girlfriends. All right? And you choose Lana, the one that I've always come to you with problems with, now I think that you may have a secret room of her. I just
Helga and Hey Arnold. You think that's what Lex has for Lana?
Helga G. Pataki? Yeah, I do. I think that he's just missing the piece of gum that he's going to get when she spits it out on the ground.
What if he had a room dedicated to his exes? Like, we had Victoria, who obviously was in with Lionel and having sex with him. And then Helen, who we never got confirmation if she's dead or not.
She's not dead. She left.
She jumped out.
She's on an island.
She jumped out of the plane.
Yeah.
Like it was the Bermuda Triangle and she just disappeared because of weird conspiracy.
Yeah.
And so...
Have you ever found the Bermuda Triangle?
No.
It's intense. Let's go.
Dude, but yeah, we have a lot of gone references, you know. Chloe's still gone. And Clark's mind is still gone because he's an idiot.
No, he's not too bad. In fact, I actually think that Clark seems to have been growing up in this past few 2 episodes. That he's more serious. And then as it gets towards the end, he somehow turns back in to the jackass that we know and love. It's just this season starting out, he seems to be coming in with some serious smoke and not taking any crap. The other side of this is Lana still hasn't changed at all.
I think she kind of came back worse. I feel like she kind of came back worse.
I think she's the exact same person. And I don't know what's going on here, but apparently the 2 months that she was away wasn't enough.
Dude, 3. Look, don't. God, dude, Taylor. Don't you think someone can change their whole way and perspective on life in 3 months?
I just can't do this.
Especially a 17-year-old girl. I know they're more mature than us, but like, dude, give her some credit, man. She was taking photography and then cheating
on her art sketches. Yes. Yes, she was.
Man, yeah, she clearly didn't learn shit. I think she got there. She was like having a hard time, and then she was like, "I'm just gonna explore the city, see what happens." Oh, I met this guy. Seems cool. He seems okay with me cheating, so we're tackling some new areas in my life. So,
and by the way, not to just jump into this stuff already, but you know, I've done so much research now. Whenever we're getting into season 4, I fall down rabbit holes where now I'm reading Smallville magazines as if I just subscribe to them monthly, for God's sakes. But with these magazines, I'm then being able to see the interviews from these people. One of them being Kristen, who plays Lana.
Right.
Where she is getting an interview saying that her character has changed so much, she doesn't really care about Clark anymore. She's now going to be able to stand on her own, and now I fully think that she has matured. And she's just going on and on in this interview, and then you're watching this episode going, what? This is the exact same person. There's a guy involved. She's conflicted. She doesn't know what she's doing. It's the same thing over and over. I wish Lana would come back just confident or something different, for God's sakes.
Yeah, you know, maybe she needs another fighting lesson with Lex, because I feel like that was the most confident I've ever seen her.
Yeah, and then somehow later on down the road, she forgot how to fight in scenes.
Yeah.
You know what? And this is when I have a problem with Jesse. All right? He runs his mouth saying that, no, she doesn't need to change. That's nonsense. If I have another season 4 of the same... This guy better not stick around, dude. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the new guy. I said I wanted this, but not this. Again, it's just another obsessed person.
Well, I'll give you this, dude. He is only in season 4.
What? What do you mean only in season 4?
I'm almost positive, yeah.
That doesn't make me feel good. There's 22 episodes. We're on episode 2.
Look, man, I don't make the rules, okay? But look, we gotta get into it, man. We're going crazy. We're going crazy just not being able to talk about Lana and Clark and Lois.
No, I'm just trying to get this all out of the way. I'm trying to be mature. I told you I'm going to settle down this episode.
Yeah, that's right. We should do that thing we once tried to do. We just don't do any jokes, man.
Yeah.
It was serious.
This is a serious episode. This is going to get...
almost as serious as the helicopter that shows up that chases after 2 kids.
You know what? Stop it.
Sorry, spoilers. But
Stop it. You see, spoiler. Cut that out.
But we are the 2 nerds.
Oh my God.
Back again. Somebody Save Me podcast.
Everyone just turned it off.
God, we're just getting into the mode, baby.
Nope.
We're grinding. And remember,
No grind.
you better follow us on everything. Otherwise, I'll get Taylor on you. Okay?
Hey, if I say
I don't
anything-
have time to get angry at you fans. It's Taylor. He's got all the time in the world. He has a kid now. He has more time than ever.
If I say anything bad about our fans last episode, I do want to apologize. Again,
He blacked out.
this is where I'm trying to mature for season 4. I feel like everyone is changing. I feel like I need to change. So I'm going to be mature now. And yeah, I love our audience. I think y'all are great.
Dude.
Better leave 5 stars.
Yeah, I'll love you even more. You
Better-
leave 5 stars.
Better fucking leave those 5 stars. I swear to God.
All right, get into it, baby. We are literally, like we said, coming straight back from the end of last episode.
Already got a pause. Sorry.
We're 58 seconds in.
Joseph, are they all on the same farm? So the explosion, cemetery, Clark's house. Is cemetery the one that's across the street from our map?
Where's our map?
And don't worry, folks, if you have not seen the map, you gotta have to go to Twitter. I'm sorry. I know people say, "Oh, I'm not gonna make a profile." I'm sorry, but if you want to see the Smallville map, this thing is real.
It's real. Yeah, legitimate. It's in one of their magazines.
Okay, so Clark and Lois really did walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that this is walking distance for them the entire time.
Yeah, because like what we're seeing, like I said, it's a continuation, and Lois is already still talking about like, how do you know that Chloe's still alive? Like, how do you know there's not a body in there? And is
Because there was a big explosion.
Yeah, Clark's like, look, I can't really explain it. I just know, you know? He's like, look, none of this would happen if I was here. And then Lois like, okay, K-Mando. It's like, I don't get you. Like, you're really like, yes, Ma, yes, Pa. All of a sudden now, it's like, I don't get it. You're like, what are you?
You're this overconfident person. Where did this even come from?
Yeah, and then Clark's like, oh, well, you're having too much trouble not being able to peg someone right away? Whoa! Why are we talking about pegging?
Okay. The sad part is I did put that in my notes. And I thought that
I was like, Lois would be the type to peg.
I don't know what their relationship is.
It's hot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you like into this? I'm kind of not. By the way, you asked me who's the best Lois last episode. Once again, I apologize because Amy Adams. It's Terry Thatcher.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man.
No,
we can all have our opinions.
No. You said that this was the best Lois.
That's right.
So you're saying that she's better than Terry Thatcher.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right? No, that's what you're saying.
I think I'm gonna stick to my guns, Taylor.
Okay.
She is my favorite Lois.
Okay.
She is the best Lois.
I just want to make sure we're telling lies now. Okay, good.
And you know, Erica herself, the actress, did say Terry was her favorite.
That she tells lies too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they walk up to that safe house that Chloe was apparently in. It's sealed off, has a crime scene tape, and they're just freaking out. God, Chloe, what happened? What did they do to you? What happened here?
I just want to make sure, quick question. Clark is able to use x-ray vision so he can actually scope out the place to see what may have happened, right? Because it's an explosion, so it could have came from below. So we probably should be looking around. Once again, we're not using the proper power.
Yeah.
Dude.
Clark.
I don't even know what happens. I'm not even going to spoil anything, but I even said in the notes, why isn't he using x-ray right now? This is silly.
Yeah, and so they're kind of just theorizing here. You know, maybe she walked out before the explosion, and then Lois is like, "Well, I don't know how anyone could survive this. Like, I'm still in denial."
He would have found bones.
It's true. Yeah, you would have found some type of ash, bones. Yeah, most likely. And now they're looking around, and really, they're not finding anything. And Lois is kind of just still freaking out and kind of sad, even.
Now we got a big helicopter coming in, and he's hot, and now they're going oh my God, who is that? And now it looks like, honestly, we got 2 soldiers on the side of this copter. They are swinging down to the ground. The helicopter is now getting closer. Clark then tells Lois, run! And now the helicopter is going to go kill a child.
Dude, I remember when I first watched this episode, I thought this was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, dude. It's like, first off, I know, because they were mentioning the FBI, and Lois is even like, oh, remember not to get the FBI handled in any of my cases or anything. And then all of a sudden we have this helicopter coming down. Like Taylor said, we got soldiers coming in. Clark is telling Lois to run. Lois takes off. Clark is already tossing these soldiers aside. They're not questioning this at all.
No, hold on. You got to watch Clark kill a guy in this scene.
Here we go.
That guy's dead. That guy that Clark threw.
It looked like he just like impaled him on the wood fence.
Impaled him on both sides of his chest. That soldier is dead.
And so that soldier also had some crazy military grade stun gun.
Yeah.
It looked crazy. It had like the shocking tip on it. And yeah, Clark knocks him out. We're still in the field.
No, Clark kills him.
Yeah, Clark kills him. Sorry, incapacitated. Lois is running through the field nearby. She's getting all dirty. And then
what?
Look at her. She's got dirt in her cheeks.
Oh my God.
Which cheeks? I guess you'll have to find out.
Okay, all right. That's not. It's probably both.
And okay.
Dude, what?
So then all of a sudden we have one of the soldiers.
They're the best duo ever. They're
the helicopter is chasing low to the ground on 17-year-old children.
It's Italian Jablo, by the way.
Lois is older. Sorry. We don't know exactly what age. I assume she's 19, borderline 20. But yeah, she's over here doing judo chop on the soldier with full gear. That man's not feeling anything she's doing.
What are you talking about? You see that flip that she just did? Roll over.
Yeah. And now that... Oh my
Clark
God.
uses his heat vision in order to shoot down the copter.
Right.
Where all it really did was just make it slow down, so then it's having to land.
Overheated the engine, more like, and just had it go down.
Lois then kicks the soldier in the face. He is completely knocked out, and she says, yeah. Clark then speeds behind her. He just ran a mile. She turns around and says, oh, hey, there you are. Well, don't just stand there. Come on, silly girl. She says that to him.
And he's like, okay, let's go. Come on. And then now the helicopter landed, right? And then we get, okay, very big problem. Because we have
What's your problem?
We have a general here come out. Full cigar mount, the typical general look. And it is actually guest star Michael Ironside. If you're not familiar with the name, get used to it because this man has been in everything. He usually plays
always a minor.
Yeah, he's always playing some type of major, colonel, whatever military figure, but he has been around actually with, Starship Troopers. They're very original. He's played Darkseid, the DC character, since Superman animated series. He's been in The Flash, and if you're familiar with the Splinter Cell games, he is the voice of Sam Fisher. My man's is in everything. So he comes out of the helicopter with his cigar. He's clearly a general and has Lane right there on his tag in the front of the uniform. So assuming this is General Lane. I mean, I assumed that.
Oh, you did? I didn't assume that at all.
What? He had Lane on his fucking uniform.
No, I really, at first, I go, okay, is this just like the military then covering something up? Who are these people they working for Lionel? I still had questions. It didn't make too much sense to me. The only thing I found really weird is that Lois seemed to know what to do.
Yeah, because when we get further into the episode, it just starts to go more into what Taylor's talking about. That Lois seems to know what she was doing, and I guess the situation in general. And it's like she's so experienced in this, and it's just so strange.
You're not chased by a copter all the time? Italian job, Edward Norton, baby.
Well,
fly lower, get him, get the Mini Coopers.
Yeah. See, that's more realistic.
What? I don't know about that.
Really?
Hey, there's small town. There's nobody around. You never know when someone can get incapacitated by a helicopter.
It's the most ridiculous scene. Like, there have been a lot of ridiculous shit that happened in Smallville, but this is probably in the top here.
No way.
Are you serious?
I don't even think this scratches the surface from what we've seen. I think this is just another day at the office.
You know what? I'll go with that. It is just another day in the Smallville town.
Yeah, and because also Clark killed a guy, and that's what the soldier ran up to tell the general, hey, One of our guys are dead.
Maybe Kal-El's still lingering in there.
Because for some reason, we're also, since the soldiers are there, and you say that it's Lois's dad, I didn't make that connection yet, but wouldn't the soldiers be like, hey, that guy's really strong, sir?
Well, yeah.
That guy threw me 30 feet.
Where were the comms, man?
Tom's dead.
Where were the comms?
He's impaled in the fence.
I know the helicopter went away from Clark, but I know someone's dispatching some info, okay?
Right.
Like, hey, yo, that kid in the blue jacket, let me tell you something. I'm bleeding through my chest right now. Yeah. All because he pushed me onto the wood.
No question,
sir. Did you have your stun gun, sir? Sir, I'm bleeding through my chest.
He grabbed it.
He grabbed it and tossed me on some wood, and I'm dead now as I'm speaking to you.
That's what I mean, though. No questions.
No questions. No.
Nothing said. Instead, let's go to Clark in the shower.
Oh, my favorite scenes is Tom naked.
By the way, before we get to this, though, I saw Jensen Ackles in the damn credits.
That's right, I told you.
That means he's for sure.
He's credited.
I think I'd rather have Pete.
Well, yeah, I kind of miss seeing Sam Jones III take off his little helmet and showing his face. Yeah. But then again, I don't miss Pete.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have that.
He's too far. Stop talking about him.
That's true. Wichita. Other side of the planet.
So, yes, Clark's taking a shower here. They've had quite the day. I assume this is morning still?
No, it's not. It's not morning.
Maybe afternoon now?
Yeah, Martha does say the time here in the next 5 minutes, but it's noon.
Oh, that's right, because he's surprised she's home from work. Got it. So, yeah. So, nothing like a little North by Northwest action to get the blood pumping, huh, Clark? Because
Lois walks in.
Yeah, walks in the shower.
What is this, Joseph?
I love it. And then Clark's like, what the hell? We usually take turns in the bathroom. It's like, yeah, well, you're the one taking the marathon shower, okay? It's like, come on. I'm not going to be offended here for this isn't the first time I've seen Clark Jr.
Another dick comment.
Oh, dude, we were so close, man.
We were such a good start. It took 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes in the episode for her to make another Clark dick joke.
So I'm confused here. So let's stop.
You're
keep
confused.
A pause.
I'm confused.
You're confused, bro. I'm confused.
I'm lost.
No, the thing is, it's really just about the fact that
you're wondering how big it is too, huh?
Honestly,
it's got to be a hog.
it's a hogger, dude. Whatever Krypton was packing, let me tell you, that sun was treating it right here.
She would not keep talking about if it was small.
Honestly, I feel that. Yeah, I completely agree. We're not going to keep talking about a small dick.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go in depth, though.
But yeah. So when she comes in, right, she's bitching to him about how he's taking a long shower. Yet she's coming in, she has a huge flannel on. She's clearly not wearing anything underneath, I feel like. But she's already have wet hair, and she's brushing her hair as if she just got done with the shower. So why are we complaining about Clark taking a long shower?
Because now this is what happened. She then allows him to go to shower while she gets out of the shower. She's then expecting him to get out soon so then she can get ready for her day. You know, do her hair, put on her clothes.
There's not another mirror in this house?
No, there's not. They're cheap.
One mirror, son.
In the one bathroom we have.
Yeah, one bathroom. There's not even one in the master bedroom.
It's a 2-story house.
Good Lord.
They did this layout perfectly, let me tell you. I also do want to say, though, this is inappropriate from Lois. And it's really bizarre that she is doing this because they're trying to insinuate constantly that she just wants him.
I love it.
What do you mean you love it?
Yes, give me more.
When does Lois ever want this guy?
What do you mean?
Later on, sure, but she never, from my understanding, she has never been attracted to Clark Kent when first meeting Clark Kent.
I agree, yeah.
If somebody out there has something to show me, I would love to see it, but I don't remember this ever transpiring where she's the one giving the sexual vibes, and he's the one that's like, my parents kind of missed the whole Woodstock phase. What does that even mean?
I guess calling her upbringing some whorish type upbringing. Free-spirited, loosey-goosey. But he even drops how, like, yeah, my parents kind of missed the whole Woodstock phase. Plus, my parents weren't too happy about the last time I had a co-ed situation. We miss you, Alicia, so much.
Oh, it looks like the Boy Scout has a little bit of secrets to tell. Like, what is, like, come on. This isn't Lois. This is a pervert.
I love it. And Clark comes out of the shower and he's like, wait, whoa, that's my shirt. And she's like, well, it's the only thing I could find that was clean. And then she's like, as Clark's trying to leave, and she's like, hey, can we keep this game of chopper tag a secret that we had this morning? Right, because I'm the one I can't keep my mouth shut, huh? And so he walks out, boom, Mom is right there.
You're going to have to explain to me this.
And she's like, hey. He's like, hey, Mom, why are you home so early? It's like, yeah, I'm home, whatever.
Hi, Mrs. Cat!
And she has
What the
towels ready
hell?
for him. Clean towels, and then Lois pops up behind Clark. It's like, hi, Mrs. Kent.
Why would she do that?
And I don't know.
Why would she do that? She just wants her to believe that she just got done banging her son.
Wet.
What?
Wet all over.
What? Okay, all right.
You know what I do love, though?
No, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be mature. Be calm. I'm trying to be a new person for season 4. What is this? Oh, keep it a secret about the helicopter, but I want your mom to think we're doing it. Obviously, now the copter secret's not going to be kept, idiot. What?
Dude. Yeah.
Now you're going to have to answer to John.
Yeah.
But before John, let's go to Betty.
Yeah, we gotta stop with the Kents right now. We gotta go back and go European style. We are now in Betty. And we see the nice tramp stamp tattoo that Lana got. That I guess, do we want to call that a Kryptonian symbol?
Yeah, we're going to call it no.
Or a cave symbol.
Yeah, it's cave symbol right now.
Cave symbol.
Which, obviously, I'm still standing by. However, my theory that symbol represents a warrior that's supposed to stop Kal-El. That is still my theory behind all of that, and it is connected. I do want to say this, however, before we get to this Lana scene. She's wearing a shirt in order to show off the tramp stamp. So when she's walking down Betty, people are going to be able to see her tramp stamp. So she is not embarrassed by it. Instead, she's showing it off.
And can I be honest, bro?
Yeah.
When has she ever worn something like that?
Never.
Right?
Never.
It wasn't just me, right?
Nope.
So maybe she has changed. A little sluttier?
Well, now we're...
Maybe because she has to act like how... because, I mean, you see a tramp stamp, you're like, oh, that girl, tramp. So she has to play the part, right?
Hussy.
And
to your point, though, she even has the black makeup around her eyes, which is like the Nicodemus type of Lana, where that's really the sign of dirtiness, mind control. I'm now bad.
You know, it's kind of a weird stereotype when it comes to this, because you know how, like, you know, people want to experiment. Oh, yeah, Europe, it's dirty. Yeah, it's different, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm a different person when I come back. I feel like they're really playing on this little stereotype here.
Is that a stereotype?
Isn't it?
I don't know. I never got that.
Rugrats Go to Paris.
That's different. That's a dirty movie, dude.
So what actually Lana...
Chucky's dad looking for ass.
Can't blame him. Mom, the wife's been dead for a long time, dude.
Jesus.
Come on, dude. Chucky didn't know, man. He had a good sister in front of him, all right?
What Lana is doing, however, in this scene is looking at her computer and pictures of Clark where he is standing inside of the cave next to her tramp stamp.
Yeah, actually seeing the symbol, she's like, oh, because she obviously sees like, wow, I did see this.
Look at this.
I did see this before.
So
and then
emphasized.
And this outfit, it's all black. She's going full Nicodemus Lana, but it's Betty Lana.
It's Betty.
Betty Lana.
I'm so different.
I'm different, wee wee.
You see my tramp stamp?
Wee wee. God, I hate her.
Do you know what it means? Neither do I.
I love this interaction here, though.
Okay, I don't mind it.
In the Kent house, we're back, and already John and the parents just standing looking at the two kids and just like, and John's just like waiting for an explanation.
Why did she say that?
He's like, yeah, because they're just waiting for an explanation, just waiting all serious, and Lois is like, I don't understand what the big deal is. We just took a shower.
And Clark has to correct her. Showers.
Yeah, separate.
Why is she still insinuating that they've done it? Does she find humor out of this?
I don't know. I think I say it's a matter of just like maybe her upbringing, maybe her comfortability level. Like, is this a standard in her household? Like, I don't know.
Apparently there's another standard in the Kent household. No showers after noon.
Yeah, they're like, oh, at noon? Martha's like, at noon? It's like, so we were just gonna, and then Clark's like, oh, we went to Chloe's safe house.
And now Lois looks at him, and she's pissed. So she wanted Clark to just lie, saying they had sex, and instead of telling the truth to his parents.
I will get it back on that because, what did she
What was the plan here?
Yeah, what did she want him to say?
What was the end goal for Lois?
Yeah, we banged so hard.
So did you not hear us?
I used all the soap.
And he used all the lotion.
Yeah, he lathered me up pretty good.
Like, what was the ending? She honestly gets upset with Clark.
Yeah, she's like looking at him like, what the hell, man?
Why wouldn't you say that we did it?
What? We had sex.
She's the crazy girl.
But hey, idiot, we had sex, right?
No.
What? No, we were at the safe house, weirdo.
I don't even know
I just met you this morning. I met you this morning.
So you don't love me?
Wait, so all that wet hair and dripping was for nothing? Why am I wearing your shirt, Clark? Okay, am I high? I don't know. I thought I took a break.
This is a little crazy.
It's funny. It's very funny. And so Clark is actually being a little honest. He was just like, hey, these guys just showed up at the safe house. We just got dirty. That's why. And John's just like, son, that's a federal crime scene. And the last thing we want for you two kids is to get involved with the FBI. And Lois is like, okay, well, look, it doesn't even matter because either way, the chopper is now face down in the field.
And Clark immediately looks down. It's like, this bitch.
He's like,
what the hell?
It's like, we could have just left it at what John was, because John, it seemed like he was about to just end it right there.
No, it was a good
done.
excuse because he's maybe thinking he just wants to investigate his friend and he just wants to find out, trying to help.
Like, this is normal procedure in the Ken house.
Yes.
Like, if Lois was not here, that would have ended right there. And so as soon as Lois, Clark's like, God damn it.
I'm going to hit her.
And John just looks at Martha and is just like, what do we say? And Lois is now, your nonverbals are killing me, so this seems like a family matter. I'm just going to get out of the way. Nice job. Way to go, Clark. And Clark's looking at her as she walks away and goes upstairs. He's like, what? I hate her so much. That's what he's thinking, of course.
Yeah, and it's weird because he should probably have taken care of that. Meaning, Lois, get out of the house. Go stay in the barn. Okay?
No, he doesn't want her in his barn. Okay?
Why?
That's his territory.
Okay, well then he should go stay in his barn.
Well, he has to talk to Ma and Pa first, dude.
Okay, I'm pretty
You think he's not about to go back there to
Let me ask you this. Would you be staying in the barn in your area, or are you going to be staying inside on the living room couch?
Ooh. Because that's what he does.
That's what he does. We're going to find out. And that's what I'm asking. Like, come on. You got a comfy couch. I'm pretty sure it's a futon up in that barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the barn.
Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, they're always wearing flannels and stuff. It's clearly nice weather at all times.
And you're Superman. You don't even feel it.
That's true. He just wears clothes for fun.
Yeah.
He could be naked.
He could be.
So John actually goes to Clark and is like, please tell me you didn't crash that helicopter. And Clark,
Sorry, Daddy.
And Clark just looks up at him like, shit. And the cut scene ends. And now...
let's go to prison.
We go to prison. And Lex and Lionel are together. Lionel's getting fitted for a suit.
That's what you do in prison. You get fitted for a suit. So he's been working out on books, and now he's getting fit for a suit. You know how you know you're in control over a prison? This.
Dude,
this is the best lockup I've ever seen.
This is the Jordan Belfort prison, Wolf of Wall Street, when they're playing tennis at prison.
Yes.
So Lex is here. He's like, that's a waste of a good suit, Dad. It's like, well, not really. You know, if Sullivan was still alive, you know, then it'd probably be a different story. But she's not.
And we both know, even with her testimony, however, a jury was never going to convict me. Come on, Lex.
Yeah.
And now Lex is immediately reminding his father of him being poisoned of him now throwing in his face, saying, "You tried to kill me. How dare you?" And what's great about this is that you don't think that Lionel could be a bigger piece of shit. And this is where I even put in the notes, "We're done. You have to kill him now."
Dude, and it's like he just explained, what was it, maybe just this past episode of in season finale, he was explaining, it was like, "Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Exactly.
I didn't do all of that."
Once again this.
And now it's like we're bringing it up again, and Lionel's like, "Oh, I did all of that. All those trials, that was to make you strong." What? When is a murder a trial?
But this time it's different. You'll never know when it will happen, Lex, but it will happen.
Because his son betrayed him. What?
Each swallow of wine you take, each drink you have,
every key you turn, every friend you make. Think about it, all right? You'll never have another moment's peace.
So he's saying you're always going to fear that I'm going to kill you, and you're always going to constantly be looking over your shoulder thinking that something's going to happen, just like that whiskey glass.
He is blatantly admitting to his son, yeah, you'll never know when I try to kill you.
Hey, so now once again, and Lex, so I do have to pause. You have to kill him.
Yeah.
You have to kill him. It's not, by the way, the game's not fun anymore. I'm tired of this. I really am done with this. You are taking this too far now.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you somehow healed from your liver disease. But guess what? I'm going to have to kill you. So have fun in prison, Dad.
Yeah, dude. And it's... Man, we should have killed him in that hurricane. That tornado.
Remember when I said that Lex is going to regret that?
Oh, dude. As soon as Lana was like, "I saw it, Lex. I saw it in your eyes. You wanted me to die."
I do want to also say this, though, too. Going back to the Academy Award-winning episode of Season 3, Memoria, well, if I'm Lex, be like, "Dude, you killed my mom." Like, it's going to turn into like an Iron Man thing, where it's like, no matter what the person does and you're telling them to stop, it's like, no, he killed my mom.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's over. Now we're done. And yet Lionel still feels like that his son is just attacking him.
It's unreal.
It really is.
It's unreal. Lionel's, yeah. We already know. Big piece of shit.
Yeah, but he's getting worse.
It's very much so.
I mean,
hey,
Jesus.
Liver disease, dude. It happens.
Maybe it's affecting him more. Maybe it's like eating all the niceness that's left.
If there was any.
That's what I mean.
Man came in hot.
Whatever was left in there, gone. And I think what the only thing that's probably left is Martha.
Did you say gone?
Oh, God.
So we go to the next scene, and now it goes into that thing of now Lex being paranoid because he's pouring wine for himself back at his mansion, and he's now looking at the glass.
Oh,
and is
God,
like,
this fucking scene.
And so now, as Lex is looking at that, Lana comes in. She's back in Smallville, and she's like,
"Oh my God, you look so great."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, very weird.
This
because
is
she walks up to
disgusting.
him, and she's like just grinning. Lex is like, "You look great." And she's like, "Thank you." And have a big embracing hug. And so Lex is like, "So from your message, I didn't think you were going to be coming back here for good." It's like, just for a while. I guess Paris just wasn't for me.
She failed art school.
Yeah, she got kicked out.
Yeah, they figured out your work does not match up. What happened to all the blood paintings?
Yeah, Lana, they were probably like, "Miss Lang, we're under suspicion that you did like maybe some plagiarism. Plagiarism. Explain that word." I'm here for art school, not English class.
Does that mean you want to give me a trophy? An award?
Are you talking about the plague? Wait, you don't have diabetes, do you? Anyway, so
there was no believing that she was actually in school, right?
She had 3 months to prove herself. She had 3 months, dude.
Like, there's no for me believing, "Oh, I just wanted to come back because, something's always calling me." No. Stop.
Yeah, so guess what? It wasn't really for me, but I got this nice tramp stamp.
Lex even says it's hard to believe. The jazz, the singing.
Museums.
Eiffel Tower. Oh, bonjour.
Man, I'm about to take off there right now. I can see how that all can get boring sarcastically. And so Lana's just like, let's just say I just felt as though something was calling me home. And
a little cryptic, but I'll take it.
Yeah, Lex is like, okay, weird. And he's like, well, you picked a good day for coming. You know, Clark just resurfaced too. Kind of weird, interesting timing.
I didn't fucking ask about Clark.
Very attitude response.
What?
Very big attitude response.
What the hell is that?
It's like, I don't remember asking about Clark. And Lex is like,
No. She said the F word.
oh, okay. And Lex is like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. And so,
Sorry.
okay. He just grins. He's like, all right, fair enough.
She wants me. God, I hate this.
And so it's like, yeah, I guess I had to just. So she talks about the town. She's like,
Town.
oh, it's all boarded up. Like, I thought you would have sold it by now. I was like, yeah, I guess I had a little bit of trouble letting it go. What, you trying to become a business partner again?
And he says it's so weird.
What, you're in the business for some partner again?
He's like doing like a smile, like, please say yes.
Want a kissing partner?
I don't.
It's weird.
And Lana says, no, I'm not interested in business partner. Instead, I want to rent the apartment that's inside of the Talon. The place where I was kicked from Adam. The place I gave to Adam.
The place I took his blood tears and made it my own.
More his artwork.
The place where I ransacked his room and made it sloppy. Versus you and Chloe who just picked up stuff and put it back where it was.
Yeah. You're good, I'm not.
Yeah, I let someone stay in there rent-free.
By the way, I am going to have to figure out while we're on a commercial break, I'm going to have to redo the Scooby-Doo gang.
You might need to. Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
Well, I will say, I mean, over time, the gang will expand or have new members, you know, the main gang. So, yeah, we'll have to probably do that several times.
So I'm going to have to figure out a new
We
gang
might need,
then.
yeah, we might even need a bigger gang to compare it to. I mean, I know Scooby-Doo, they got 5 members? Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, Freddy. If you want to count Scrappy, that's 6.
No, I don't
We
wanna
have
count
counted Scrappy because Pete was Scrappy.
No, Pete was Shaggy. Scrappy was Adam.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Top 10,
That's
man.
why it has to stay. So now I have to think of a new group now that Shaggy's gone.
Well, they like in the movie, the live action, when they kick Scrappy out of the car on the road.
That's what you do.
That's what they did to Adam.
It's exactly the same thing.
Clark, I saw those balloons bounce off you, man. What? What are you talking about, dead person?
I'm dying right now. You can tell me.
Come on, man. Enough's enough. Dude, I think you're sick.
Let's go to the Kent house.
We go back to the Kemp farm. This is our glimpse of Tom Clark. He is on the couch sleeping. This is the next day, obviously. Lois is now sneaking out.
Hey,
Early in the morning, I guess, because Clark is still sleeping.
did you know the Kents leave their front door open? Did you know that they do that, Joseph? Because can you do me a favor and tell me how she opens this door right now?
Oh. Well,
What do you mean, well?
my only explanation is, I mean, the farmer life, they get up early, like John does.
You're right. You're right. Nothing has ever happened to this farm.
But then again, he would go through the back.
yeah, they...
Well, the barn's in front.
Why is the front door open, Joseph?
It was cracked open.
It was completely cracked open.
Damn, I didn't notice that. Weird. Maybe Clark was sleep flying again.
Maybe, or she planned to have that door open the entire time. You know, put a piece of tape on that thing.
Well, maybe so. So now we have
This
Lois.
would take hours.
It would, dude. This would take all day.
Yes.
Like she dug literally 6 feet hole, 7 foot hole. Like this is. I mean, you have to put a coffin in about 7 feet
She
deep.
went grave robbing in Chloe's casket.
Yeah. And so she went there, she dug it up, she's now on the coffin. And she opens it up, and guess what? Clark was right. Man, I love how she's posed over that coffin though.
Okay. It's not even that big of a deal.
Oh.
'Cause she's just covered in dirt. Gross.
I need her dirty, dude.
Oh, gross.
And so she's closing her eyes, opening the casket, and realizes, holy shit, he was right. There's no body. Oh, he was right. There's no body. Let's refer back to the bomb at the house that was leveled, pretty much.
Yeah, let's go back to science.
Yeah. Let's think about science for a second. Because if you really think about it.
You know what's great about this, though, and kind of funny at the same time, is that if Lois would have went to the funeral originally, she probably would have been able to find this out prior.
Very true.
Yeah.
Lois kind of
But
sucks.
remember, she doesn't like funerals.
I don't like funerals.
Dad said nobody does.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way for me.
Yeah.
I'm Lois.
Wait a second. Have you seen Clark's wiener?
Clark Jr.?
Yo, I know you're dead, but I doubt you've ever seen his wiener.
I told his parents we fucked.
As Lois has been digging up this grave, though, of Chloe's site, we now see a creeper in a jacket. In a jacket, shaved head, and now we have a scene from Terminator 2.
Yeah, so Lois immediately grabs her mace out of her bag. And she's walking up, was like, so the boss sent you? And he's like, you know what? You both can kiss my ass. I mean, whatever, whoever you are. And she's about to mace him. But then, of course, we have the T-1000 over here from Terminator. What was it, 1? No, 2. Sorry,
It's 2.
Terminator 2. And this man has a full liquid metal arm going in. Terrible special effects as far as how it looks. It looked good whenever it was morphing into the metal. But as far as how it looks when he's swinging at Lois, it looks so bad.
He could do so many different things with this.
He sure could.
He is the worst.
He's very bad. I think he just got these powers or something.
Yeah, or maybe somebody just gave him the powers. I don't know, but
It's like, hey man, go test him out at the cemetery.
he does not deserve them, that's for sure.
And guess who comes to the rescue during this little fight?
Lana Lang.
Lana Lang.
And she is there, and she decides to smack him in the head with her, I don't know, book bag.
Well, no,
a
she
shovel.
maced him.
No, I know, but she hits him in the head with the shovel, doesn't do anything.
That's right. She picked up the shovel
And
after
then
he was
she
maced.
maces him.
Right, there you go.
So that guy, though, his eyes seem to burn, right?
I mean, everyone's eyes would be burning right now.
Okay.
Technically.
Because when she goes to help up Lois, they immediately turn around and he's gone.
Yeah.
Does he have super speed?
No. He's just super quick.
When you hear him like screaming in pain, oh,
You probably would hear his steps. But yeah, he's gone, and they're just like, what the hell? I love Lois' reaction. She's like, where the hell did he go? Like, looking around, because obviously ridiculous.
medieval psychopath.
Yeah, who the hell would dig up a grave? That's a crazy person right there.
Lois is like, ooh, that was me, actually. It's my cousin's grave.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Puts
Nice
her
to
hand
meet
out.
ya.
And Lana's like, oh, Lana Lang. Oh, 2 more LLs added. Love all the LLs.
Add it to our list here.
And now we have the introduction of those two ladies together. Oh, Lordy.
Is this not your favorite scene?
No, my favorite scene's towards the end. If you want, you can have this one.
I'll take it. So Clark is working on the tractor because John obviously doesn't do his chores. He's missed Clark so much. He sees that her Jeep is pulled up, and Clark
He sees Lana's Jeep.
He sees Lana's Jeep, and he's like, oh, shit, okay. All right. And then he tries to put on... It's kind of like a little fake persona here, I feel like. He's trying to...
It's adorable. I will give him this.
It's like
it's adorable.
It's like, oh, I missed her, man. Oh, but damn it.
I'm dirty.
I'm dirty. I'm like, I missed her, but then again, she's probably mad at me from the goodbye thing. Shit. Okay, well, hey, Lana.
She came here, so I can't be that much in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. And so it's like, Lana, you're back. And she's like, hey, yeah, hi, Clark. Very awkward.
She says it weird. Lois gets out of the car. He just looks
Immediately.
and says, God damn it.
Immediately, expression has changed. He's like, Lois, how did you two meet? He's like, well, stop by the cemetery, pay my respects to Chloe, and Lana here saved my life because some Ginsu boy came after us at Chloe's grave.
What's a Ginsu boy?
It says Ginsu is a brand of direct marketed knives owned by Scott Fetzer. So because of his knife arm, she called him a Ginsu because that's a brand.
Okay.
She has weird things to say.
That's a weird compare.
A kind of sharp kitchen knife. Okay. So she basically called him Knife Boy. Sharp Knife Boy.
Okay.
SKB.
At least we don't have to think of a villain name.
SKB! Sharp Knife Boy. And so Lana's like, look, Clark, if you really think that Chloe's alive, I want to help find her. And Clark's just like, well, Lana, I don't want to get your hopes up. We're not even sure about anything yet. And
This is fair, by the way. This isn't mean. This is like, I don't want to be wrong in this situation, and then you hate me even more than you already do.
maybe he's actually thinking logically
He
now.
is. That's
Like,
what I'm saying. He's mature.
he's like thinking logically now, okay, maybe she actually is dead. It's just like maybe there's no body in there or something. I don't know. But it's like, look, you're back from Paris. You must have found what you were looking for. I'll say, who wouldn't want a summer fling in the most romantic city on earth? And then Lana's like, this is now where Lois has spilled the beans on both people now.
Hey, Joseph, I got a question for you.
Wait, before you start, though, that just means that Lana was bragging about...
That's what I was going to ask you. How far away was the cemetery to Clark's house?
We've seen the map.
It's not far. It's about, what, 200 yards away?
Bro,
it's just taking her
say
car?
it's probably no more than 15 minutes at most. That's like stretching it.
All right, so...
And I'm sorry, that drive should go by quick. I mean, if you're really making small talk, you can say Paris and all that. Like, where you been? What are you up to? Like, have you been here a long time? Blah, blah, blah. Those type of small talk topics. But why are we specifically talking about a boy that apparently, I mean, he's not here, right? She left him. We assume they broke up, or do you think they're still together?
No, I think this is like a Sandy and Danny situation from Greece. And this is where it's more like they didn't really say goodbye. So now this is just kind of up in the air because she just came home because she's freaked out about her tramp stamp. So I'm just going to assume that she may have just, I don't know, hinted or just left is what I think without giving him anything.
Okay.
But obviously he's going to find her because she's just so wonderful.
And he's in the opening credits.
Yeah, and he's in the opening credits.
What if it was
spoils it.
What if it was a whole thing where it was like we always just kept going back to Jason in Paris? Like he was never in Smallville. It just was always in Paris.
That would be awesome. I would actually
But he's just by himself. It's like no Lana's there or anything. What would be his story?
He meets a new girl. We just start focusing on his love life in Paris. Great character.
God, let me tell you about how they could have like absolutely failed as a show if they did that. But so yeah,
seems he wasn't a fan favorite.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone didn't like Jensen Ackles in season 4 of Smallville. You know, he had such a good audition. For what? What did he audition for?
Such range.
Hey, I don't know if y'all know this. He actually knows French. But
I had to do that thing. Bonjour. Look at it.
Damn it, he's good. Damn it. How does he do it? But like, yeah, we're on the same page. That she clearly was spilling. Just, dude, this goes back to Byron and the poetry. When she got the poetry and immediately bragged about it.
I got something for you.
That's cool.
I got something for you, though, about this whole, I got a theory.
Okay.
Do you think what happened is that when they were in the car together, she goes, oh, I'm actually staying at the Kent's house. I'm with, like, Clark and them. And Lana then goes, oh, that's funny. Yeah, I just got back from Paris and I met a boy.
Oh.
Yes.
That'd be better because then at that point. Because that falls in line later on.
Does it?
Because the last scene when they have her and Clark have the last conversation, her and Lana. I mean, sorry, him and Lana.
Yeah, but that's a psychotic conversation. I can't wait to have
It's
that.
very weird. But no, it kind of plays into that because, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe she's like, yeah, hey, where can I take you? Like, you need to ride somewhere? It's like, yeah, the Kent farm.
I've been showering with this Clark boy.
Yeah, I took a shower with him yesterday. That's pretty cool. It's pretty sick. I wore his shirt. And she's like, God damn it, I never got a shirt.
And that's, oh, well, I met a boy.
I like that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. It's more so jealousy, competition thing. She's going to assume, oh, you're at the Kents?
Dude, Kristen in Smallville magazine #4 said that she was growing and she didn't care about Clark anymore.
Sure.
Her character's past it.
Sure.
But yeah, there.
I don't know what script Kristen was reading or what scene she thought she was acting out. But let me say something. We're not growing at all. we grew down. We grew down a little bit. But yeah, so, and she's like, oh, you know, I was going to tell you, Clark. And it's like, it's okay.
And now they both get really awkward. And then Lois realizes, really? You two?
Y'all two really? Like, it's like, well, we kind of had a thing. It's complicated. It's like, complicated thing. Yeah.
Never mind.
I get it. Whatever. And so now they're just weirdly staring at each other in front of Lois. And they're not saying anything. And she's like, Lana's like, well, I'm going to go.
Notice how her earrings are almost hoop style. She's getting closer.
Notice how she has a back to her shirt now.
Yeah, she doesn't want to show it off because she knows Clark will know what it is.
And then, of course, Lois is like, ooh, awkward. It's like, I really crashed and burned on that one. It's like, yeah, it must be a daily ritual for you, huh, Lois? Only when I'm barreling into a train wreck.
They both give each other a sarcastic smile. Lois then walks into the Kent house. Clark is then left staring as Lana pulls her Jeep away. He's just thinking, I hate Lois so much. We are now cutting to the the Clark barn, where now Lois is following Clark. And it's like, hey, we got to figure this Chloe thing out. So why is it that Luthor Corp would have paid for Chloe's funeral? I mean, there's got to be something really behind that. I guess the real question would be, why would somebody bury an empty casket? I mean, right, Clark? Clark? And Clark is just there. He is dazed off, and he's like, huh? And this is when Lois realizes, wow.
She didn't take any prisoners, did she?
She
referring
owns
to
you.
Lana. Yeah. And he's like, cute, smart, gutsy. Lana? Way too much for you to handle. I can see why you're in love with her, though.
Look,
It's like,
I don't really want to talk about this with you. Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to be over here, so let me know when you want to do something. And Clark's like,
he turns around and he does want to talk about it.
all right, it's just...
It's just, I knew she'd be dating other people, but, he's like about to cry, I feel like. But it's like, I just don't understand how you could feel like you know someone so completely, like you know everything about them, and then just all of a sudden, oh, you don't even know what continent they're on.
Do you always have to finish everyone's sentences?
Why is he so mad about that?
I don't know.
If anything, he should be grateful she actually understands.
And she was contributing to the conversation, not just blowing you off,
And
Clark.
she opened it up to him like, I'm a person you could talk to about. I'm a girl. I get it.
Like I said, I'm keeping an open mind on Lois. I still don't like her too much. But that conversation was Clark. She was actually interested.
And it shows because already we have the banter between them. They kind of have some good like banter between
Brother-sister vibes?
Yeah. But we also do...
Brother-sisters that have sex, clueless. Shout out.
But yeah, so no, they clearly have a nice... You can see the start of their relationship, that they can be open with each other and be honest, whatnot. And so now, all of a sudden, the convo's interrupted. We have a helicopter blaring the light into the farm. And then all of a sudden, we have the General Lane coming in, looking at Clark. And it's just like, okay, trespassing much unannounced.
Hi, Daddy!
And then, yeah, we get the reveal. Lois is like, hi, Daddy. And she just looks at Clark like, what are you going to do? And Clark's like, what the hell, Dad? So now, yeah, General Sam Lane.
Now we have that
Reveal of
and
she's
now
a military brat.
I have a problem. So she beat the crap out of his father's men because she knew that they wouldn't harm her. So she just went to town on him instead.
Yeah, they were like, hey, try to let her win.
Because it's not like the guy would tackle her or hurt her, because then the general would have his ass.
That's true.
And also, Lois knew that the helicopter would never hurt her, so that's why she was able to run off. Interesting. So Lois, being this whole badass...
I mean, did she know?
I mean, how would she not? She just looks at that. She's like,
Because
that's Daddy's copter.
Because they had a convo early. I mean, they were hinting with, talking about FBI, and then all of a sudden a helicopter comes. So I would say her assumption was that it was the FBI because they were trespassing into some crazy territory. And then now that he walked in, it's now put together, oh, that was you earlier.
If that was the case, why wouldn't her dad just wave outside the helicopter?
Because the lanes are clearly weird. Like, that's so obvious. Clearly she gets it.
Hey, honey!
No, she gets it from her dad, clearly. Like, the whole process of what they're doing, I don't get it.
Well, yeah, apparently she only gets smoking from her mother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, way to speak bad about her.
I thought it was...
No, she says it. Let's go into the kid house.
Yeah. He's like, hey, Dad, I thought you were supposed to be at the Pentagon. They sent me out of Fort Ryan, but to keep an eye on me, huh?
Drop it low.
Why? I'm obviously onto something here. You wouldn't be calling out the birds if I was late for dinner.
Oh, damn it, I hate her. She walks inside as Martha is setting the table, and it looks like they're already prepared for the general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just showed up, right?
Yeah,
Unless he was actually polite on the farm, had his helicopter arrive, but he went to the house
Or
first.
he made a phone call first.
He's like, Hey, is he the Kents? Yeah. I'm General Sam Lane. You have my daughter. Just wanted to say, I'm going to be stopping by later. I'll have my helicopter. Oh, okay.
Okay, great. We have farm. Plenty of room.
Plenty of land.
Yeah.
Feel free to put the spotlight on my son.
Land wherever you want. John can't grow anything out here.
Yeah, we actually have a burn of a Kryptonian symbol in the farm. If you want to land right there, that's our new helipad.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a bullseye symbol. Just go in the middle.
Guess what it says? You'll win a free dinner. And so Clark's like,
free loaf.
Yeah, I like how Clark's like, why are we feeding this guy? And John's like, Clark,
3-star general.
he's a 3-star general.
By the way, there's a point there.
Yeah, he's like 3-star general. Just pay him some respect. He can get a free meal from us.
By the way, this actually kind of hurt. I felt this from John.
And Sam Lane is a very polite person. He comes
Yeah.
in like, Kent, I just want to thank y'all for the hospitality. Thank you for, taking care of Lois here. My little Lo. And, of course, he offers John a nice cigar.
He's like,
the
best-
finest tobacco in the U.S. of A.
Best cigar you could ever have. And John is sitting there
John
going,
wants
dude,
to
I
so
want
bad.
that.
And I feel like, I get it, too.
He can't.
Yeah, he can't.
He can't.
He had that crazy bypass
Yeah.
surgery.
And he's like, my heart
he's like-
just isn't the same.
And he's like, understandable. And he tells, I got to take a rain check, Martha. I apologize.
Let's double time, Lo.
Yeah. Come on, Lo, double time. 10 push-ups if you are late.
I want to see the jump jacks right now.
Jump jack. Hey. Let's go.
Lois then goes over to hug Clark, and she just decides to whisper in his ear because Clark is bothered by the hug.
Yeah, because Clark's like, what the fuck are you
Why
doing?
is she touching me?
Stop touching me.
They already think we do it.
And Lois is like, Clark, find the connection to loot the corp. This is about Chloe. I promise. And they're just like, good night now. And then they just leave. And Clark's just like, interesting. He's just like standing like,
So
what do I do now? So do I eat and then smoke? Or smoke and then eat?
I've already smoked though.
I smoked earlier and the general freaked me out. Thought he was sending me to boot camp.
Ruined my high.
Yeah,
I got scared.
I got scared. It scared the high out of me. So we come to the next scene, and we are now having pretty much...
Before you go on, I just say in this scene,
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about the Helen plane. I don't know why, but I went there and I was like, Lex, are we really doing this again? I just really thought that's what we were talking about.
all the way back, season 2,
I
bro?
thought he was still like, how did I survive?
Yo.
I'm so powerful.
Where's Helen?
Lex,
Where is she?
I forgot last episode.
Yeah, so this is regarding, actually, Lex at his mansion. He's getting a projection of, I guess, a reenactment of the jet from the season premiere last week. And he has his guard, or I guess his...
It's an agent that he
some
hired.
type of agent that hired, and he managed to get this reenactment. It's similar to how he has the display of the car crash with Clark. It shows a reenactment showing that the door ripped off. And Lex is like, well, explain to me how I ripped off at 20,000 feet. And they're just like, I mean...
Well, the agent even said the door wasn't ripped off from the inside, it's ripped off from the outside.
Yeah.
Lex is like, how's that possible? He's really just saying back, I don't know.
It's like, it happened all so fast. Happened all so fast.
Also, I do have to say this, though. Lex has seen, like, things happen where, how do you suppose this happened? Lex, at this point, it could be a million things, dude. Like, it could be so many people after you. We've been down this road so many times, and also, you've already had plane accidents. What do you mean, how did this happen? I don't know, a pilot betrayed you again.
Nah, dude.
That's what I mean. It's still, I get where he's going with it, but the guy can't answer. Thank God, because Clark has now walked in, and now this is awkward.
Yeah, because we have ended this friendship, right? So Lex is like,
I can't believe you're here. I
like-
don't have a choice.
It's like, I guess I thought we weren't friends anymore, pretty much. He's like, yeah, well, I didn't really have a choice. So I guess I'm relegated as from best friend to last resort. All right, I guess this is all it takes to prove myself. And Clark's like, good, because I want you to help me find Chloe.
I do want to say this. You can help me find Chloe, but first, let's go back to that room. I'm going to see if you still have the stuff up.
Ooh.
That's all I want to do. I want to be able to go, and I want to be able to see, hey, is all this still here?
Yeah, let's go talk about Chloe in that room.
In that room. Let's go.
And then he's like, all right, stuff in here, I'm out.
Exactly. Be like, dude, I gave you a shot.
Never
You
mind. I'll find Chloe myself.
couldn't even take it down. There's still the pictures of me and my family.
You actually just have John now? I'm a little weirded out. But, so Lex is like, look, man, I know I can do a lot of things, but it's like raising someone from the dead. That's kind of outside of my territory. And this is where Clark's like, Chloe's not in her grave. She was a linchpin in your father's trial. You would have had investigators all in that area. So what did they find? I pulled some strings and asked the FBI not to release all the morbid details, Clark. So the fact is that the explosion took out an entire acre. And the reason Chloe's casket is empty is because there wasn't anything left, which is what we've talked about. And Clark's like, damn it. Okay. I'm sorry, Clark. I don't know what else to say to you. But yeah, he's come to the realization he had to hear from Lex that, oh, there's no body in the grave because nothing to find. It was an explosion. But what does Clark notice on the ashtray on his desk?
He notices the general cigar. The other issue I do have, however, is I'm probably never going to talk to Lex now that he lied to me once again, and I gave him the shot in order to not lie to me, and the first shot that he ever gets, he lies.
Oh, we'll get into that much later on, too.
Now, when you saw the cigar, what did you think?
Oh, I assumed Lane, General Lane.
Exactly. What you assume the relationship was?
It's tough to say because what I was really thinking, it was like clearly General Lane is involved. He's spoken with Lex, and since Lois, of course, mentioned earlier, I thought you were at the Pentagon. Yeah, well, they stationed me here in Fort Ryan to do something, and Lois is like, well, it's not for me, so I'm close to something. Clearly, something is ruffling feathers for some people. So, like, what are you here for? Like, why are you here, Dad? And so now we're kind of getting to where the point, I guess, coming to you now. Lex is clearly lying about something here. And
well, I did think Chloe was alive now.
Oh, yeah.
The moment I saw the cigar, I mean, of course, before I knew that my girl would never leave me because she doesn't do that.
Dude, she doesn't even show up in the opening credits right now. Dude, she's gone.
Yeah, okay. Gone. Apparently you don't subscribe to Smallville magazine. But when it comes to now with that scene, I immediately go, they're working together because they really are trying to bring down Lionel. Because at this point, it's like what I mentioned before with Lex and him seeing his dad, his father telling him, I'm going to murder you and you're not going to see it coming. Okay, either Lex is going to kill him,
right,
or he still has an ace up the sleeve.
Yeah.
And we've already seen Lois's dad. He doesn't seem like a dickhead. He offered John a cigar of the world USA finest tobacco.
Finest tobacco, the US of A.
So when you got that, you feel like he's a good enough man where he's not going to do something
sketchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I wouldn't think they would make Lois's dad a bad guy from the start, is what I'm also getting
That's
at.
true, because generally he's never actually been a bad guy.
It would be a weird pull, because he's already like the overprotective guy.
If anything, he's always been presented, because I mean, guarantee, like, General Lane is actually a DC Comics character. Like, he's shown up even in the movies, General Lane, and it's just like low key there. But animated movies, I mean, and so
those are the best. Let's get real.
Honestly,
I mean,
dude,
come on. If we're really going to get down to it.
I don't know. It kind of all ended once they did Apocalypse War. I mean, once they get into the newer movies they've been coming out with, I haven't seen a good one.
What are you talking about? Super Sons is just fine. Sure, if you don't like the animation style.
Actually, sorry. Long Halloween was really good.
Yeah, I don't like the animation style on that, and I wish they would.
I like that one way more than Super Sons.
But I wish they wouldn't have changed the story of it.
They did change.
So that was my only thing and it's because they're wanting to throw the audience always for like a little twist. No, I don't want the twist. Just give me the story.
Spring up Hush again.
Yeah, such a great twist. I love that.
That was the worst twist ever.
That was so stupid, especially when. Why can't we just have Thomas Elliott? Like, why can't we have that character?
We literally had him in the story. In the movie.
And yet you're just like, haha, no, psych.
Riddler.
We got you. You mean a character that's already been a bad guy?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. He was resurrected in the Lazarus Pit. Who the fuck resurrected the Riddler?
I miss him. I miss him so much.
Yo, we need that guy back. He was Gotham's best villain.
Hold on. God. We got the ultimate riddle to solve.
Yo,
Who can we get?
the conundrum I am facing right now. I need Nigma. He's dead, sir. Get him in the pit.
Get Roz on the phone.
Where's Roz? Where's Raish? Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Got to do my pronunciations properly.
Raish al Ghul.
Raish.
Raish.
Is that how
Yeah, more like racist, because he's racist, right? I only ever see white assassins.
Okay, I'm not kidding. You know what? I'm going to go to a shower scene with Lionel.
All right, let's just keep talking about how great Lionel looks, because my God, this guy is
He's
fit,
huge, dude. He's got a chest. He's got arms.
You saw those push-ups he was doing last episode?
I don't blame Martha for wanting to have sex with this man.
Especially with the buzz cut, dude. He's clean, dude.
He's looking good, but he does look over his shoulder. He sees the guard. He does a little turn, and then he doesn't see the guard. We got a guy who looks like Zaz coming up behind him, grabbing the knife, and then stabbing him in the side. You know what I said? Hell yeah. You threaten me, father? Have a knife in the side. That's what we're talking
you
about,
think that's
Lex.
Lex?
I would hope it's Lex, because you know what that means to me? We're becoming a man. Season 4.
It's like, hey, Dad, you see that one coming?
I love it.
You know what's funny? It's like, I'm just disappointed in the type of prison shank we just had here. I want multiple, dude.
Oh.
And also, that was a legit knife. We need shanks, bro.
Wouldn't it have been great if he came up behind him? Looks like someone dropped the soap.
Hey, buddy, need some help? Yeah, wish it could have been maybe a repetition of the American History X scene.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Which scene? Bite the motherfucking curb.
Okay, whoa. I'm talking about the shower scene, dude.
Oh, that
Not the hate crime. God damn.
By the way,
What a flip, though. That would have been, because this guy clearly looked like a Mexican dude.
I wasn't going that route. I was just talking about the way of death. I wasn't necessarily going with the hate crime style. It was just specifically the death style that I was referring to.
But
once again, I've matured.
Yeah,
this is season 4.
Yeah, we're matured. We're 4 seasons in.
Should have done this last episode. I'm sorry.
Hey, dude, it's all good, man. That part of you is gone.
Let's hope.
And so, Chavelo Cigars is a case we get to see now.
We're at the army base.
We're now at an army base. So clearly this is now General Lane's office. We have someone rifling through files
It's
here.
Lois. Stop it. You
It's
know
clearly
it's
Lois. Clearly Lois. And now we get the family picture. Little Lo, her mom, blonde lady, and then, of course, General Lane. Cute family photo. Look great. I'll tell you right now, that mom actress does change later.
How can she change later? She's dead.
Well, I'm saying, like, they do, I think it's either like a flashback or something, like way later. But yeah, it's definitely a different person. Okay. And it's definitely not a blonde.
I wouldn't imagine, because I don't think either of her parents had brown hair. It didn't look like in the photo.
General Lane's bald at this point, so maybe he did, but...
Either way, she is still snooping through
No,
the
let's talk more about the hair traits.
You're right. She's looking through the files to find her real parents.
Damn it, that's definitely not my mom. So she's trying to just get more info, obviously, in her investigation. Guess who shows up in the office?
Lois, what are you doing here? Clark, what are you doing here?
Considering your father has a yard full of tanks out there, I don't think you should be in his office. Okay, what the fuck?
Rifling through his files. Is this a joke?
I'm his daughter. Like, if anyone could rifle through files illegally, it's me.
If Lois would have then said, Clark, they didn't tell me you were this funny. Like, I would probably respect her so much more. Because Jesus Christ.
I mean, she kind of does, because look at her face. She's like,
She has more right to be there than him. Are you in a photo on the desk?
You know what's crazy? If anything, she would probably have a legitimate military base pass, an ID and such, to actually get on there.
Hey, that's my photo.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
We actually have the same last name.
This is my dad.
I was literally kind of raised here.
Clark, how did you get inside of the base?
He's like, yard full of tanks, Lana? I mean, Lois, you shouldn't be doing this in your dad's office. That didn't seem to slow you down any, okay? So, I'm confused.
We're not talking about me.
Gotta say, I'm impressed, Smallville, that you could sneak on a military base undetected. So, what are you doing here? Fun fact, I already mentioned this to you earlier.
I was going to say.
She calls him Smallville. And that's our clear indication of her nickname that she'll forever call him from now on. But, fun fact, this was actually an original nickname for him from the Superman animated series. So, shout out the show, man. Shout out animated series. I mean, it doesn't top Batman, but Superman animated series was good.
It's crazy. Toonami did a week where it was Batman versus Superman, and they kept playing Batman episode, then a Superman episode.
Back and forth.
I have some of those VHS tapes. Seriously,
I actually remember when they're actually doing that live because I would watch them. That's the only time I would watch them.
It's amazing. That Toonami period, they had a 3-hour cut. I think it was like a DBZ, Gundam Wing, Batman, Superman, Tenji, and I think it may have been Sailor Moon. Tenji's the only one I can never get into over everything.
I just remember that, but I mean, I didn't watch it that much either.
Try rewatching Sailor Moon. I'm sorry if you're a big Sailor Moon fan out there, but if you're a guy, you're a pervert.
I have a Sailor Moon shirt.
The only thing those girls do in the show is moan. That is all they do.
Moon power.
It's like, release it. It's like, what are we doing? How is this allowed?
Yo, after Smallville, you want to do Sailor Moon?
You know what? Fine. It's a lot.
What if, actually, we'll talk about that later. We can transition into an anime show.
Let's get back to
we got some
Smallville.
big nerds.
There's no way they're anime
or
fans.
If they actually end up doing that Smallville animated series.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
I don't know why they wouldn't. Because also, just do season 11.
Season 11 or beyond, yeah.
Well, you already have the comics for it. Mm-hmm. So why not just do it?
That's true. Yeah, because we had, literally, as it gets to that point, we have, like, all the members of
It's
Justice
all
League.
the members that are introduced.
Mm-hmm. I'm with that.
I don't
agree.
understand.
But
All right,
yeah,
let's get back to the show.
Yeah, we're still in the office of General Lane, and...
Clark, I'm looking for you, Lois. That's what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
I think your father is working with Lex. Yes, I got it.
And it's like, I saw one of his cigars in his library. I knew it. You're right. So what do you know? My dad and the King of the Trust Fund kids. They are trying to cover up something to do with Chloe. Look, if he finds us here, I can handle him, Clark. Chill out. Besides, if you think that chopper recital was anything, you should have seen the escort I had for prom.
What was it?
Yeah, I need some
Why don't you tell me what that was? You're not telling. Why don't you answer it?
He's like, wow, I thought my father was overprotective. I mean, your dad is a farmer, okay?
Yeah, and he loses fight to guys with liver problems.
And he had a gun.
But you know what? It's hard to make fun of liver problems when, damn, he's buff.
Dude, liver what?
Huge.
God liver.
Except he can still be stabbed from behind.
In his liver.
Imagine if he had a gun.
So Lois smiles at Clark's like, yeah, I guess he kind of cracked whenever we lost my mom. Ever since he's kind of been scared of losing me too. So just that's the reason why he'd be overprotective. I can actually talk about her. It's okay, Clark. She died when I was 6.
You want to know the first moment I said I like Lois is this moment right here. And it's simply because this isn't Lana. I can't talk about my parents without being hurt and crying right now. If you want to be able to ask me questions about them, I'm happy to be able to talk about my mother. I love my mother. She may have got me hooked on smoking, but it doesn't mean she's a bad person. Again, I was 6. It's such a different, it's such a different feeling that I actually did appreciate it because now I'm being able to see the difference between the two ladies.
And it goes back to earlier from the farm, how Clark has a tendency to have a problem with honesty. Yet, he opened up to Lois, and he just met her.
And it's also being able to allow them, and yes, where it's opening up to each other because it's not awkward. We're not being weird. We're finally just able to talk to each other instead of looking down. I shouldn't ask that. Do you want to kiss? Get close. Oh my God.
Dead parents? Shit.
It's not that.
And it is nice because it's a little silent because Clark doesn't even know what to say, and she's like we just talked about. It's okay, I can talk about her, Clark. I mean, she died when I was 6, a very long time ago. And Clark actually does a little smile, like, wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice to hear.
It's
like you can tell.
different.
He's like, that's different. That's nice to hear.
Because he's used to, dead parents.
No, not Henry. No, I do not want to talk about Henry.
I saw him last weekend, by the way.
He's looking good.
He was at the movie.
It looks like he's spending more time with his family. Wife looks like she still sucks though.
She flipped me off.
It's like, oh, it's that Kent kid, fucker.
But yes, I did like that, and I go, all right, I'm into that.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, she's just now down straight to business. Hey, make yourself useful now. Okay, we're done talking about that.
Well, it's true. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are we doing here? We don't need to talk about that. It's all right. And
If you're going to snoop with me, then you got to snoop.
Yeah, let's go. And so Clark is looking through some files, and he sees a random name, Nellie Bly. And then Lois is like, yeah, I know. Can you believe it? My dad, after 15 years, is finally getting some action.
He's getting some ass.
I'm actually happy for the old geezer.
That's honestly... That wasn't bad either.
That's not bad at all.
It's the first perverted thing where I go, that's a daughter that cares about her dad.
And also, it clearly just shows a close relationship with her dad, but also, like, only being raised by the dad at that point. Well, I think that's where the bluntness comes from, you know? Like,
and I think she could tell that her dad didn't date anybody because of her.
Yep.
So I think it was more of a satisfaction, like, oh, my dad was getting some.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, man, dude, maybe he'll get off my ass.
Yeah.
And so, but Clark, actually, this is great, actually, because this is how well he knows Chloe. She died nearly 80 years ago. But it says in the calendar he's been taking R&R with her at least once a week, though, Clark. It's like, well, she was actually one of the first female undercover reporters. She was Chloe's hero. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay. And Lois, of course, didn't piece that together because, remember, it hinted in Delete. Chloe said, my cousin doesn't like journalism whatsoever. But I'm going to send it to her anyways. Remember, she was trying to send her that file. And so now they investigate.
So wait. Lois is not in undercover journalism right now?
No.
She's just...
snooping.
So she's... Interesting. So Lois is just a normal person right now, has no real motivation to become a reporter?
Currently, now, no.
Interesting.
But you can see that she has clearly interest in at least being snooping properly, I guess, investigating properly. But I guess the idea of journalism maybe is like, oh, I don't want to do that, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's kind of a stretch.
Is it because she can't compete with your cousin? Because your cousin's so great? Because she's on a decade of the torch now?
Maybe they grew up together, you know, and Chloe was just so annoying with the journalism. She was like, God, I'm never going to do this shit.
She kept asking her questions when she was young. How do you like your tea? Leave me alone, Chloe.
Damn it. Go work for the...
Do you want some crumpets?
And so they actually labeled... Lois finds the address for the Nellie Bly, and immediately Clark hears it, zooms out. He's out of there and goes straight all the way to that address that Lois mentions for Nellie Bly. And
this looks like a safe house.
This looks like a safe house now. Looks random. Look, there's oven looked like it was on. Their stovetop looked like it was on. Maybe some tea or something.
Own wall of weird.
Own wall of weird. There is a little wall of weird. There's some things.
News articles, magazine
paper
articles,
clippings. There's a computer,
a laptop playing music.
Green.
Yes, just like her hard drive.
It's like that lime green. And then there's blood on the floor though. And then Clark is freaking out. He's like, this does? Like, he's already...
There's blood on the door.
There's blood on the door, and he sees guards now killed. And he's walking in. He's like, damn it. Look at this wound on this guy. Is that meat just, like, hanging out of his back?
And in the moment that Clarkin goes to check on the meat on the back, he then looks up, and guess who he sees in the doorway?
Lex.
And you know what this means? That Lex knew where Chloe was the entire time and did not tell Clark. Clark has now realized this, and Clark is upset. So now we have to unpack this and answer the real question. Was Lex doing the right thing by not telling Clark?
I'm going to say no. Because...
Why?
That's his best friend. Like, that's truly his best friend. I understand that because we're wanting to take Lionel down and not taking the risks at all of like exposing where she could possibly be and making sure that she is alive and ready to go for the trial and for the verdict. And I get that completely. But the fact is, you messed up with Clark just an episode ago, like 2 episodes ago.
Follow-up question to you. How good is Clark at keeping secrets?
That's why it's a gray area, man. It really is a gray area.
By the way,
because
I actually am on more your side, to be honest with you. I'm just throwing this out kind of as the devil's advocate because I do keep thinking about this on what I would do. However, you had a room of the guy. You got to be able to give him something special
And then-
in order to make up for a fucking room of the guy.
And why not even do this? Why not even just at least tell him, hey, man, look, I understand your suspicions and such and all that, but I just can't talk about it right now. It's like under investigation. We have people looking into it. Just know I will let you know everything soon. Like, why not give him something? Just don't tell anyone. Just keep it to yourself. I will let you know. I'll keep you updated.
Let me go further than off your point. He should have done a Lex thing with him. Hey, she's in a better place. Wink.
Right.
I'm winking at
Cryptic.
you. Like, yeah, there should have been something that he would have been. Yes.
Because
he should have done something.
I mean, at this point, the mansion's probably not. I get his suspicions. Probably Lex is thinking maybe things
But
are
again,
bugged.
make it cryptic.
Yeah, make it cryptic. I
do
like that a lot.
something.
Like, tell him, yeah, look, there wasn't anything in the casket because of the explosion, because there's nothing left. But just know Chloe's in a better place. Wink.
Yeah,
Boom. And
we're
then
done.
Clark would be like, okay.
You got Twitch?
Yeah. Why are you winking at me, Lex? Like, blatantly, just like, what's this mean? What's this? Huh? What's this mean?
Lex, I'm not going to dinner with you. What are we doing?
Dude, do you want to be friends or not? Tell me what the deal is.
Stop playing games.
But the thing is, I go back on your point too as well with the secret thing, because you have Lois frantically looking for her cousin. He would want to tell her right away.
Immediately, he would tell her like in 2 seconds.
Yeah, right? He's like, guess what, Lois? Found out some good info. Oh, what's up? Okay, yeah. And then you have his parents, the Kents. He would want to tell his parents too.
So, yeah.
It's tough. And then probably would want to tell Lana too, since she's back and wanted to help.
I don't know if you would tell Lana. He didn't even allow her to snoop with them.
That's true.
I mean, it's a very different relationship now. I have to change the group dynamic here. Don't worry, folks. I'm going to figure it out for season 4. But just know, the Scooby-Doo gang could be dead forever.
Honestly.
And it's because I don't have them all. They're different now. We've grown up.
Same, but different.
What's crazy is I think the Scooby-Doo gang was in high school whenever they were doing this. So now they've all matured out of this stage. And you know what's crazy?
We're hitting senior year, dude.
Let's go to prison.
Hell yeah. So yeah, we go to the penitentiary back there. This is obviously post stab.
I was stabbed in my liver. That's somehow healing my body.
And so we get the
He
clear.
looks great, Joseph. He doesn't even look bothered. No one's even attending to the guy.
Did you get stabbed or did you just get poked?
He's fine. He barely bled.
And so now we get the indication that this dude named Trent. His name is Trent. This is the Terminator guy with the metal ability. And he's clearly working with Lionel.
Another experiment.
He was from Belle Reve. They released that information here in this
Apparently
conversation.
they became best friends.
Yeah. And then Lionel's like, look, man, you have an extraordinary gift. And then, of course, Trent is telling him, hey, found the house.
I had to kill 2 men, so you know what? You're going to pay me double.
Price is up, man. I got her to the place. And then now, see, these are the special effects I'm talking about. It shows the little metal fingers like, look, man, you're going to pay me.
No, it actually is bad because Lionel reacted to the finger before the finger went into the point.
So that's more so John's fault.
No.
John Glover.
It was the special effects fault because obviously he's not going to have a real point on his finger, but it was more like John reacted at the exact
point of the finger.
But the special effects didn't keep up with his reaction. Like, that's what it was.
I got you. But yeah, it's like, I couldn't even imagine, what it was like for you, Trent. Just calm down. Very few people in your life, ever gave you or, the chance to accept for the man you are.
This is disgusting. Trent just
pure manipulation here, bro.
He wants to be able to, kill this man, but all Lionel's doing is I would never judge you. I love you. Nobody else cared about you. I'm the one that cares. You know this, Trent. This is what you want. This is some weird crap that somehow works.
It's like, look, you want to be normal, right? Just finish what I asked. Now I want to help, but I can't. So you got to help me so I can help you. I won't be free if Chloe Sullivan testifies tomorrow. Because he didn't end up killing Chloe. He knows where she's at, obviously. But But yeah.
He has sent this Trent person in order to take care of it because it turns out that once again, Lionel telling Lex in prison, even if somebody testifies, the jury's not going to convict me.
He's talking out his ass, man.
Dude, why you were... What, nice
He's
confidence.
like basically faking it till he makes it.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, we're not telling the truth here from Lionel, which also means you should probably stop telling lies because it gets you stabbed in the liver. The good news is your liver is the best part of your body right now.
Honestly, dude, that thing is keeping him going.
He didn't even feel the
Bro,
stab
does he even
wound.
piss blood or anything?
He says, next time, put it in my chest.
Yeah, neck. And so now we're back at that safe house, and Clark is just arms crossed. He's pissed. Lex is like on the phone. What do you mean you can't locate her? Find her. And then gets off, and Clark is now we're having that argument.
We're having the fight between them on who is right with the
and
situation.
it's like, dude, you looked me straight in the eye and told me she was dead. Like, why did you do that? It's like, I had to take every precaution, Clark. Look, you don't know what my dad can do. Like, I had to do it. Do you ever had to do something no matter what the cost?
Even if it cost Chloe's life? Okay, Clark. Okay. All right, man. You didn't even know she was alive.
Yeah.
And obviously, Lex had a hand in keeping her alive if you can't see the new safe house that you're standing in. So you saying, oh, yeah, it's more like all Clark really wants to say is, I could have protected her over you, but yet he's not saying that, and you're just supposed to expect Lex to believe that.
Yeah.
He can't read your mind. He's not supposed to know you have powers, even though he can suspect it. Clark, you're too emotional.
Yeah.
Way too emotional right now.
Because that's his best friend. And then now we get the reveal, of course, that Lex is like, look, she would have actually died if it wasn't for me.
Underground Railroad.
Underground Railroad. So, look, I had the investigators looking into her. They had actually went into that safe house originally, found the detonation device and everything, and Chloe would have never made it to the witness stand. The only thing I could do was just beat my dad to it. The house was built with a whole bunch of tunnels from the Underground Railroad.
Smallville, big part of it.
Seconds after that her and her dad entered the house, they went into that tunnel. And so, of course, the bomb was rigged to blow. Cops never found the tunnel. So it was like obviously caved in. The door was not there, I guess, anymore.
Oh, dude, that's so crazy. If only Clark Kent had X-ray vision to be able to see through the ground, to be able to see tunnels, to be able to find out that she would have gotten out a different way.
And I bet you that tunnel exit was probably near this new safe house.
Yep.
And he could have just followed it.
Yep.
But hey, we're high.
What? Again, Clark seems more mature in season 4. He seems to be very stern with his reactions and how he's talking to people. But we gotta lay off the weed.
Dude, we got
because
to.
we're forgetting things that we have the ability to do.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it's kind of crazy because from last episode, remember how Lois is talking to Lionel about like in prison? Like, hey, you know, all this stuff.
The nameless kiss?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's a matter of you actually being the ones being set up. And now we're kind of getting more, I guess, the answer to that Lex did somewhat set up Lionel in a way because he was ahead of his game.
But he didn't set him up. Lionel was going to try to kill him.
He's setting...
He found the bomb.
He's setting up Lionel to fail and get finally to get in prison because he's got Chloe safe.
I guess. I'm just saying.
I mean, we're kind of reaching here, but it's cool. But whatever.
Like, Lionel was trying to take her out.
And so, Lex, of course, I didn't trust the FBI. I needed someone who could actually, be reliable in this case.
By the way, what's crazy, though, is that Lionel still knew that she was alive.
Mm-hmm.
Even though everyone tried to make him believe that she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who has the inside information that's giving it to Lionel. Because how would Lionel know this in prison? Is it because Lex visited him too much?
I think if anything...
I think Lex gave it away. Whenever he would come and visit his father, and it's like the way he would be talking about the case, even though Chloe was dead, he probably picked up on, why are you still going through with this if your star witness is gone?
That's true. Actually, you know what? That could probably be the leading factor on why he knew that.
So we hire a boy named Trent.
Yeah. Hey, Trent. Hey, I remember your metal ability. You want to do some stuff for me?
Is that short for trench coat?
It's short for, it's actually initial Trent T-1000 Terminator.
Let's go back to the fight.
Get me General Lane on the phone. As soon as he says that, Clark's out of there. because he knows he's overhearing. He knows where she's at. And so because they say they're at the old foundry. And we did clarify earlier on the map, the foundry.
Go to the Smallville map, folks. We're going back to this. Go to the Twitter page. If you don't have one, you got to make one in order to see the map.
Right. And Smallville Foundry is not far from the cemetery and not even really far from the Kent farm. And so what happens
It's
here...
honestly like a mile or something from the Kent farm. It's so
Yeah, I was going to
close
say,
to
it's
it.
a couple miles, if anything, man. And so now we go to that foundry, and we see here Chloe is hanging, and she's alive, of course. And so the gone girl is now not gone. And she's hanging on to some metal hook. She manages to set herself free, and then all of a sudden, here we go. Trent is here. He starts choking her.
Hold on, I have a question. So Trent already had Chloe then, and he
Right.
already had her tied up where he didn't kill her before he was asking for more?
So what my thing was is that he has an issue with killing. Like, if he's having to kill, he needs to be paid like hella money because this is now going into...
Yeah, but that's fine, but I would still kill her first.
Well, I mean, maybe he was looking for leverage here, like kind of like a ransom type thing. Like, I have her. If you really want her dead, you got to pay me, man.
I also do want to say this. So now we have Chloe Sullivan back for season 4, ladies and gentlemen. We have a decade at the torch that's going to be going strong. My girl is never going to die. She's never going away. You want to know why? Because she's the best. And you know what I also want to say right now? Whenever you're trying to kill somebody, you don't turn your hand into a grabber.
Yeah, dude, she's like...
Or a pooper scooper.
Dude, it's like... It's so bad. It's like...
He's been using knives for his hands the entire time.
He's no longer Ginsu boy. He is the Clown.
The Poolander Weed Eater Bowl.
Dude, yeah, so Chloe's like frantically about to run and try to make her escape. Trent comes in, starts choking her, and then his hand's morphing into a metal pooper scooper.
Not a knife.
It's very bad.
Why wouldn't it be a knife?
It's like, I don't know.
What happened to all the knives?
Like, we could have made it a blade, just cut her neck.
What happened to your finger that was pointy?
We don't do pointy fingers on the ladies.
We choked the ladies.
Yeah, we choke the ladies. We don't do stabby stab.
In the reflection of his arm, though, he does see Clark behind him, and now Clark grabs him and throws him 30 feet in the air, and now we got a battle that's going to ensue. Not really. Instead, it turns into now him changing his arm into a sword, where now Clark blocks everything, and it's a weak fight, and then Clark throws a punch, but then Terminator 2 goes into his liquid form. Clark goes through his body, almost falls into a liquid hot magma.
Dude, that was a scene taken straight from Terminator, bro. That actually happened too in there, where they go through his body.
Hey, Joseph,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to explain this.
Oh, I got this one, dude.
Dude, what?
So he dives through his body, falls down, almost falls in the lava. All of a sudden, now we have Trent is being shocked from behind, and his metal is going in and out of his body. Like, it looks like it's phasing in and out between flesh and metal. And come to find out, Lois is behind him, shocking him like she's Cypher from the Matrix.
With one of those guns, by the way, from the soldiers.
She managed to get her hands on one of those guns, the stun guns. And while she's doing that, Clark is still behind, and heat vision straight onto Trent as well while he's being shocked. And now all of a sudden...
He blows up.
He blows up.
He just explodes.
And it's, again, taken straight from Terminator.
They killed him.
Where T-1000 is now blown up into pure little liquid blobs, all falling into the lava.
Clark has 2 deaths this season already.
He just killed someone.
And we're not even going in the plane that he destroyed last episode.
Nope.
So we didn't see the dead bodies. I don't see that doctor ever again, by the way. Pretty sure she's dead.
And so...
Because what happened to also Lex's blood? We still don't have an explanation for the blood thing, so I'm going to assume Redhead Doctor's dead.
Yeah, or, maybe he just magically healed himself. High white blood cell count. He's got a great immune system.
Dad, you don't know what I'm capable of.
I can heal.
I am Sagith. But so yeah, and Lois makes her little cocky remarks like, "I don't know how you survived without me, Clark."
Well, Clark then goes and he says, Lois, I really don't want to hear you right now. We need to go look at Chloe.
She even asked too when he blows, like, she was like, "What the hell was that?" When Trent explodes, because it's like that didn't make any sense to her.
Did she not watch Clark fight a guy with a knife hand?
Well, watching him explode because she's only just shocking him, she was confused.
She not watch Clark throw him 30 feet in the air?
No, she just got there.
She didn't see Clark run that mile and zoom up behind her. So she has honestly seen almost all of Clark's abilities at this point.
Yeah.
And now we have to ask the question, does she already know? And she's just playing it off because she found him in the field naked and she already suspects things, so she's just going along with everything?
Or she found Clark's stash.
Which one?
The one that makes her stupid.
Or did she get into Lana's chamomile?
Oh, Lord. Man.
Oh, no, not the
Not the chamomile, dude. We literally only got it once, and that was enough. If we get it again, you know something bad's happening.
Never again. I swear to God.
Yo, chamomile, horse, broken leg. We don't need that.
It hits hard.
It's hard, dude. Nay. And so, to end the foundry scene, Chloe wakes up. She's conscious. She sees Clark. She's so happy to see him.
Lois even tells Chloe, oh my God, I'm so happy I was able to save you.
And then Clark's in the back like,
Chloe looks at both of them and is like, guys, I don't know what y'all been doing, but I really don't want to listen to y'all. Let's go.
Can we go home?
Yeah. I have some torch to do.
Honestly, she's probably itching to do some
She's
shit. She clearly
behind.
was. She was doing all the weird stuff still.
She's getting prepared for those articles. She's about to go.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God.
Senior year.
Coffee. Lana, you're back. Coffee. Coffee.
By the way, nice tramp stamp.
Wait, Pete's gone?
I didn't like him anyways.
Thank God I couldn't deal with that crush anymore.
Seriously, I thought he was going to hit on me every 5 seconds. By the way, I'm Chloe Sullivan.
And so now...
Decade at the torch.
Fine. You get it, okay? We all get it. And now we go back to the Kent farm, and we get the article on the Daily Planet written by Perry White that Lionel is obviously the verdict is that he's guilty, going to prison.
Chloe's testimony was able to put him in a prison. And folks, I don't know what season 4 is doing to me already, but I kind of enjoyed John.
Right here?
Where he throws the comment back out because Clark's acting like a little bitch.
Yeah.
And John has to remind him, listen, son, what Chloe did was extremely brave, and even what Lex did was help her, and in a way, he kept his promise to her by protecting her the way he did.
And we saw that, like, between them two. And John does make that point, like you said, like, I mean, I know Lex, what he did was wrong and everything, and we've talked about how, you know, we can't help our curiosity sometimes, but he did make good on his promise, and I mean, he knows what his father's capable of.
Explain this next line.
and look, well, Dad, look what he got out of it. Control of Luthor Corp.
Wait, hold on, let's back up.
Clark, are we talking about the same thing here?
Wait, hasn't he had control over Luthor Corp this entire time right now while his dad has been in prison?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he have that?
I mean, the board technically, but since like he's now, I guess, arrested, like actually verdict is that he is incarcerated, that I guess Lex being the heir, but also probably a board member and such.
Since when is him getting control over Luthor Corp that big of a problem? And now Clark is throwing that hissy fit over this.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, okay.
Like, Clark, are we a business major? Are we okay over here?
And both his parents even look at him as like, are you being serious, man?
All right, dude. Come on.
Look, I'm sorry, but it's going to take a lot more than that for me to be able to trust him. This is actually a weird conversation. I don't like Martha's reply.
It's weird. Because it's like, look, he's always been surrounded by things he can't explain. We can't really blame him for trying to find the truth.
He had a room of me.
And you, Mom.
Mom.
And John.
He had a picture of you.
Yeah.
And it was like a weird photo of us as
He had the spaceship
family.
key on there. He
Yeah.
had the parasite from Rush.
Mom,
He had the Nicodemus flower.
he had a room on the 3rd floor.
He had red and green kryptonite.
I'm lost.
There was only one key to this room.
Mom,
Lionel gave it to me.
what are we saying?
I think Mom got into the stash.
There are
truth-
pies.
But Clark does say, the truth is, he's been lying to me from day one. The legend on the cave does say I'm destined to have an enemy. And here we go. All this time I've been worried about Lionel.
He's been my best friend.
But I'm beginning to think that the real threat was right in front of me. I think it's Lex. And it's like, dude, are you a moron?
Thank God, Clark, you figured it out.
We could have figured this out literally like since Talisman. So
Legend says
4 episodes ago already.
your friend betrays you.
Your friend.
Friend.
When was Lionel your friend?
F is for friend that do stuff together. U is for you and me. Friend is for anywhere, everywhere. I think at all. Down in the deep blue sea.
So yeah, Clark been in the stash once again. This man's just he's so slow, bro.
Let's go to the caves, where now we have Lana being able to scope everything out. She is looking...
I feel like we're seeing new cave paintings, man.
We are.
I'm seeing new ones. She just glanced over, like I'm seeing a super person with the S carrying something on their shoulders, like seeing groups of people. Like,
I don't know what game, what movie, what anime I may be thinking of right now, but I feel like in a way the cave has turned into a coliseum where every single sign is a person, where it's like a challenge now coming to the plate. It's such a weird feeling where it's maybe even like a replica, like a statue of just that warrior, that symbol that then is coming down, and he's having to defeat every single one of them that are now on this wall. It's a trial, you could say. And it's him having to go through the list of these enemies in order to finally become the perfect Kryptonian, you could say.
You know what it reminds me of? It's in a way kind of a prophecy type of wall. Just showing the steps taken.
It's just weird that there's challengers.
Remember in God of War, the end of the first one?
Yes.
The newer one that like on PS4, where he takes Atreus finally to Jotunheim.
Yes.
And they're walking up and just seeing...
To your mother's birthplace.
Yes, and they're seeing finally the walls basically telling out the prophecy or story of how things will happen. There will be trials, things like this will happen, death, fights, things like that. That may be what you're alluding at there.
But I don't even think it's an explanation. I think it's just the symbols represent people.
Okay. I mean, they keep showing that S.
No, I still am going along with what you're saying. So, in a way, this is the best way I think I could describe it. Look as a bracket. And now he's having round 1, round 2.
Like a world tournament.
Yeah, and he's having to go through each of them, whether it be a creature, whether it be a possession, whether it be a person, whether it be a family battle, whatever.
Yeah.
I think the symbols are really not like the best thing for him. In fact, I just think they're there to whoop his ass.
Honestly, bro. And this man will get his ass whooped at certain points. So
I don't see how he can't. He's going to have to go through a lot of them because, like you said, they have changed, it seems, and new symbols have appeared.
that symbol that on Lana's back now, that was never there.
It was always there.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You just not see the photo of Clark? That's so old.
Yeah, so old. And so Clark comes in with his flashlight. He's like, Lana, then what are you doing down here?
Lana then turns around and she's once again awkward. Probably the same thing you're doing down here.
It's so peaceful, you know?
Clark is looking at her. He is so excited. And he says, you're 2 for 2. This is the second time I wasn't expecting to see you. Haha. I mean, right? This isn't awkward. I'm not trying to surprise you, Clark.
Whoa, is that a shot
Okay.
of how he was trying to surprise her?
Okay, I know. It's just
It is like, okay.
when you left, I wasn't sure when I'd see you again, so this kind of hurts my feelings.
Oh, 3 months? We didn't know you were coming back in 3 months?
Yeah, he should have. I knew you'd fail.
I just wasn't sure if you were going to fail or not. And she's just like...
She's still looking at him. She's like, it's funny, isn't it? And Clark is looking at her confused.
It's funny, isn't it?
After everything we've been through, Clark, I thought it would take us longer to get over it. Us? What do you mean take us longer to get over it?
He's like,
what?
Us?
And she goes, you and Lois. She so told Lana in the car that she had sex with Clark in the shower.
Dude, no, I'm thinking, honestly, it's just the fact that Lana
She did.
just thinks this because what Lois told her. Just like, oh yeah, Kent Farm, yeah, we kind of had a crazy day earlier and such.
His parents think I'm showering with their son.
Yeah, I've been there for the past like 2 days, so like, yeah, blah blah blah. And she's like, you and Lois.
She has cooties. I hate her. She's gross. She smells so good. I hate her.
His reaction is like such like a 6-year-old
7th grader.
Yeah, he's like, she's bossy, and Lana's already like, okay, like, and he's like, she's rude.
Why does she smell so good?
She's rude and considerate. She's everything I hate. I hate her.
But I hate Lana's response. Sometimes that's how the best ones start. Are you talking about Adam? What? Wait. She's not, right? I mean...
No. She has to be because she hated Adam when they first met.
Yeah.
That's how the best ones turn out, right? That's how the best ones turn out when they try to kill you with a rifle.
She's calling him top 10.
She's calling him top 10. And what does that say about Whitney?
He doesn't hold a candle to her.
Byron?
No, Byron left her poetry.
Ian?
Who's
Ian, fucking JTT.
Oh, he doesn't count. He's after 2 girls, dude.
Well, she didn't hate him, I don't think, at the start.
No, she didn't even really know him.
What is she fucking talking about?
Adam. Oh my God.
Sometimes that's how the best ones start out. And I mean...
Nope.
No. Not agreeing with her, but I'm saying back as far as like how Clark reacts. It's like it's clear. It's that 7th grade, like you said, 7th grader reaction where it's like, no, I don't have a crush on her. No, like what? I hate everything about her.
God.
And that's like clear indication. Okay, you do like her though.
Why does when she sweat, I just want to lick it?
Yeah, it's terrible. Her beautiful eyes and her hair smells like cinnamon.
He might as well have said, I hate her shoes. I hate them.
She could do better with her clothing. But man, her hair, it's pretty cool.
It flows. All right, so when the wind blows, it goes through.
It reminds me of my friend Lionel.
The sun's shining through it.
Yeah, you know, when we were running, you know, the other day, like time was slowing down when she was shaking her head.
I think it's because she's gross, though.
Yeah, I hate her. She's so rude.
Lana is again looking at Clark, and she looks over his shoulder. She sees the symbol of her tramp stamp right behind him, and she goes, do you believe in destiny?
Okay, weird topic. But then
I don't want to.
Actually, I don't want to.
Do you want to bring this up again, Lana?
But you can't escape, and even if you don't know what it is yet.
What?
And Clark's like, Lana, is there something you're not telling me? Or what is it you're not telling me? Does it have something to do with this guy you met?
No, Joseph. He even looks down. You have to do something with the guy you met. Like, come on. I don't want to hear this. I don't mind his response.
No. I mind it. Because Clark is dude.
He said it, though, like...
You want to see other people?
No. But he said it like he was taking a deep breath. Like, I don't want to hear this.
Does this have to do with that guy?
That's what I mean. I actually don't mind that response. Because I don't... Great, you had a summer love.
Cool.
Congrats.
No, dude, I can't wait till this last scene, bro. Wait, is it the last scene? Oh no, the one after this.
I don't like this last scene.
But yeah, anyway, so Lana
exists.
does tell Clark, no, it doesn't. She kind of chuckles and whatnot, but she's like, but I'm sorry that you found out the way you did, Lois. And so
she told Lois on purpose if she knew he was staying at the Kent farm.
Dude,
Come on, stop.
It's his jealousy bullshit, dude. It's back and forth with them two, man.
No, dude. According to Kristen, her character outgrows this. She's mature now this season.
She's so mature.
Lois,
Went to Paris and failed.
Lana, I'm sorry.
Very mature. Yeah, very mature to fail in Paris.
She failed in Paris. She met a new guy. She moved back. She's staying above the town. Town's boarded up. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
She has a tramp stamp.
Maybe we do need to do the burrito ole.
I'm different.
And then Lana's just like, okay, well, no, it doesn't, but
Bye.
I'll see you later. I'm going to go.
Clark is left there going, I'm lost.
Clark is then like, yeah, I'm lost. And then he starts looking at the, I guess, the Naman Sagith or like the him and Kal-El split.
That's
thing,
the Naman
the snake
Sagith.
head
Yeah.
and the Naman Sagith. So now we're going back to the penitentiary. And we have Lionel now being, of course, finally incarcerated. He has his books.
He's got his books and
his
pillow.
little bunking stuff. And Lex is there to watch. And, of course, he's like, well done,
He might
Lex.
as well be smiling and waving right now.
Well done, Lex. It's like, what is it that you said? Remember? Don't wound what you cannot kill. And Lex is just like, still silent, just looking at him. And Lionel's like, just looks back into...
He's going into general population.
Dude.
That's where he's going.
General
right
population prison.
now. Yes.
And like this, and he's like, and Lex is like, before Lionel goes, oh, and Dad, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
I like that.
I love it too.
I like it.
And
Finally.
Lionel just kind of looks back. It's like, has nothing to say. And it's like, I mean, you deserve that, bro.
Dude, two guys automatically come up and go,
Oh, dude.
I like you.
I'm pretty sure that ball guy was the one who stabbed him.
They're ready for him.
Oh, dude, that's a weird way to get in this shit. Usually they're behind cells when they get enrolled into prison.
No, when it's for Lionel. Lionel gets special treatment. We got a new one, boys.
And he's got a liver problem.
I'll cut it out.
I remember the last guy who had a liver problem. He didn't make it too long.
I like livers.
Liver, Lionel, love. The 3 L's, baby. That's how you do it.
That's what it is.
That's prison.
Let's go to town and Lana cleaning out that
Best
shithole.
scene. Best scene.
Okay, this is...
You want me to have it? Or you want it?
Okay, it's this simple. Jason shows up, gives her flowers at the end. Dude, I put in the notes, I go, this is sweet for people that care about this couple, that know about this couple. But for the people that have only seen this couple for 5 minutes, nobody gives a damn about him coming here saying, oh, I just want to be with you, Lana. Well, Jason, I'm not going back with you. I didn't say to come with me. I came here to be with you. This is weird. I don't care. This is awful. What are you trying to show me except Lana is the exact same?
Did we even find out why he was in Paris in the first place?
Nope. We know nothing about this guy.
Cool.
Great stuff.
Yeah, so he talks about the note Lana left because it was kind of cryptic. It seemed like, yeah, like we thought earlier, she kind of left him.
Trash.
Yeah. So, Jason, I had to go back home. I wish I had time to explain.
Dude,
That's it?
Like, this is
So now you do.
This is nonsense.
But yeah, like you said,
I'm not doing this scene.
No,
I'm not doing
in
this.
In short, it's about, I came here to be with you. And Lana's just like, I don't know what to say. But like, they end up rekindling it because he's about to leave. Because he's like, okay. But then...
I'm going to walk off.
But yeah. And then so they end up kissing. And obviously, relationship is renewed.
Great. I don't know this relationship. I don't know him. I don't know anything about them.
Don't you love that he plays a guy named Jason, and he played Jason Todd in Under the Red Hood movie?
You giving me an entire monologue about a scooter incident of her thinking you're trying to steal her purse. You know, and my reaction was inappropriate in episode 1, but at the same time, it still stands for this scene. Dude, this is garbage. This is not what I want her character to be. This is just dependent on another dude. I would rather have her get the tramp stamp and her come back to here just owning and her being that bad self.
No, dude.
Why can't I have like a Kal-El Lana for at least half a season?
Can you
where then this guy comes and then there's some type of introduction or some type of love. But right now, this is just silly.
Look, isn't it even better moment?
What are you? I don't like you.
No, isn't it even a better moment and scene that the fact that Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved, is playing in the back?
No.
And it's like the acoustic version too.
I don't care about
It's
that.
so good.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to let this go right now.
And that's our ending scene.
Exactly.
That's our ending scene.
That's what I'm going to credits to, and I'm looking at my parents on a Wednesday night going, what the fuck was that?
We should have had that before the prison scene, because the prison scene should have been the ending.
And that would have been a much more hardcore scene where, by the way, what if you just heard the guys then in the background just hollering at him? And that's when the credits are rolling. Instead, it's Maroon 5 on a kissing scene between a couple nobody knows about?
Yep. Shout out Jason. By the way, Jensen Ackles back again. He will be returning all season for Jason.
He's in the credits. He's in the opening credits. I lost.
But yeah, we end credits on that on episode Gone, episode 2. Next week, we have episode 3, Facade. And that's when we finally get back to school. For our senior year. 10 years at the torch.
I just want episodes with Chloe and Clark. I'll take that.
No, Lois and Clark.
No. I need a break from Lois right now until
Look, she was better this episode.
Hey, I said I like moments. I said I'll hang on to that. I'm
better.
being mature. But I just need a break from all the dick jokes.
Okay, dude, she made one this episode.
Okay, but she told Lana in the car that they fucked.
No, she didn't. Anyways.
She might as well have.
But yeah, we end credits on that, man. We had quite a bit that happened, I guess. We get Chloe back. We'll finally see her in the opening credits now because, fun fact, they were removing her from the opening credits to make it seem like she was actually gone.
Again, Smallville magazine has told me that she was always going to survive.
Shout out Smallville magazine. So, thank
Subscribe.
you again for joining us, two nerds, in this wonderful ride. We'll be back next week for episode 3. Again, hit that like and subscribe button like we're on YouTube.
I don't care about that. 5 stars.
5 stars, reviews. You can review us on...
Review it on everything.
Look, I don't know how you listen. I think Spotify is our most listened platform.
Nobody listens.
There is a description there. Just know we have links to YouTube. We have links to Amazon. We have links to Stitcher. We have links to Google. We have links to Apple.
By the way, y'all need to advertise it.
Advertise our podcast.
You guys need to get it together.
Y'all need to do the work.
You're
here,
not
honestly.
doing your job.
Where's the word of mouth?
Sound like a bunch of Johns out there.
Yeah, lazy. So yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts too. You can leave reviews anywhere. I believe on Apple Podcasts, much easier for you to actually leave a review, but definitely go ahead, leave it on YouTube.
By the way, I think we would be the Johns in this situation, and the audience would be our Clark.
Maybe.
Yeah. We need to watch the Sharks game. You guys need to be advertising.
We're doing the work, okay? We're giving you the content. Hey, man, we're giving you the content. Just make it happen. So, anyways, again, we love you all. Thank you again. We'll see you next week. Catch us later. Adios.
I'm going to walk off if I ever see a Lana scene like that again.
Well, it'll probably happen.
I'm never.